Miranda's Victim 2023 Catalina Film Festival Best Feature. We have our director. Yeah, we'll go in the middle. Michelle, I mean, we've spoken to you about this, but I'd like you to maybe tell the audience how this whole project came and then in your lap and how it became your passion.
It definitely did become my passion. We shot it a year ago. We finished shooting in July. I always get so much slack from my sisters and my family for watching all the Datelines and the 2020s and the forensic files. And so on a Sunday, I got this email saying, would you like to direct this movie? And I immediately started to think what we've all said a million times since. Why hasn't the story ever been told? The Miranda rights. The last movie actually that was here, The Runner, my first scene off the bat was you have the right to remain silent. And I never questioned where it came from. So I immediately realized this was just a phenomenal story to tell. And I said to myself, these producers must know this is right up my alley, that this would be something I'd be interested in. And so I flew to New Jersey to meet with them, and then they didn't call me for like 4 months. And I was like, oh, bummer. I said, I really, really want to direct this movie. I really want it. And I remember telling my sister, who's one of the producers, Valerie Devlin, I want to direct this movie. And somehow it just came back around. The vision that I had presented was a passionate vision, and I felt grateful ever since. And then we started to offer it to this incredible cast. Like I said in my thank you speech earlier, Donald Sutherland was the first actor to say yes. And that's when I felt that angels maybe were looking over us, because he always reminded me, Donald Sutherland, of my father. And then everybody else started to say yes. And I met with Abigail over coffee, and we looked into each other's eyes, and we said, we're going to make this movie together. And so it fell into place. Yeah.
With the subject matter of the film, and you have an actress like Abigail Breslin, as a director, what is it that you speak in private to get her to get to a place where she can do the role truthfully?
Well, from day one, we had a shorthand with each other. And I did, offer her some feedback, and she immediately got it. Every time I said something, she said, I got it. She's obviously, I don't think it's an accident, at 9 years old. She was nominated for an Oscar for Little Miss Sunshine that I've recently watched. And I thought to myself, she's just that good. She is that good. But we had such a great connection together that I just finished shooting with her a couple of weeks ago, another film called The Italians. I'm sure she's in New York tonight. She's not here, A, because of the SAG strike, but B, also because she's performing a reading of a musical in New York City. But I know she's going to be thrilled to find out she won for Best Actress. But she's shared some things on social media. This was close to her. So she had to dig deep. There was a cost for her to give this performance. But she was brave. And like I said, she was, very, very brave as Patricia Weir was in 1963 and 1965 to really go after justice.
You said you talked to Weir.
I did, and she has a cameo in the movie. If you remember the wedding, when they all come outside, and Charles, played by the wonderful actor Josh Bowman, turns and he kisses her on the cheek. And so she was in the movie. She was in the church, and she was outside, and since she's seen the movie, we had a therapist there, and she responded to it. She cried. She was very emotional, and she's very happy with the movie. And her and I are actually going to do an interview on Friday morning in New York, Morning Joe. There'll be a Morning Joe and probably a few other things. Yeah.
When you met with her for the initial meeting, was there anything that she said that she wanted to definitely make sure this was right, that this comes across to the audience? Is there anything that you
She didn't ever say that. I think she trusted us, and I thanked her. I thanked her for, everything that she did. She's a wonderful lady. I think she, like I said, she really paid the price for this to happen. But one of the postscripts that always emotionalized me in this is when they say, 4,000 crimes, only 5 get convicted. That always, really moved me and made me cry. Justice doesn't always happen, but when it happens, that's why, you really root for it. And of course, I always said there was a lot of pushback on me in terms of cutting the end of the movie. And I stayed strong, because one of the reasons why I wanted to direct the story was because I felt that, justice really came full circle. This thing that happened with his finger, that got chopped off with a guard, that really, it happened, everything in this movie is completely true, whether it's, in the court or outside the court. Obviously, we emotionalize certain things. But I thought, karma's a bitch, yeah. There's karma justice at the end of this, totally, yeah.
That's awesome. Well, Michelle, it's a great, are you going to the party yet?
Yes, I'm going to the party.
It's a great piece. We're so honored to have it here. We're so honored that you have the right to remain the winner of the 2023 I'm happy. I got you. Thank you.
Thank you to everybody here watching tonight. It means a lot. It no longer escapes us how lucky and grateful we are to be able to watch movies with audience. After the last time I was here 2 years ago, like I said, we were still in COVID. So I'm really grateful that you stayed to watch the movie, and let's go to the party.
And if you have any other things you want to ask her, you feel free to go there. It's at the M Restaurant. It started, so feel free to congratulate her and the rest of the cast and crew that are out there. Your 2 sons. And we'll see you. Thank you very much for being part of this.
Yes, my son Nicholas, who sang the Saturday night song in the movie, that's his voice. And he played you, and he was a co-producer, is turning 21 tomorrow. And my other producer, Alexander Weir, is here. Rory Valdez, who played the bus driver, is here. And my wonderful editor, who's really truly the invisible artist, wherever he is, he did a great job editing this movie, and forever grateful to him. Thank you to Barry safely. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.